Okay, now we go to more details on the bearing selection. Okay, so this bearing selection including bearing types, bearing materials, how to choose the right bearing. Okay, let's go through. Okay, so bearings, as you know, that is a principal functions. Purpose is to reduce friction between the moving parts or both part, either in linear or rotational. So there are two main types of the bearing: sliding contact, okay, and rolling contact. So sliding contact when surface slide over one another. Rolling contact is different surface roll over one another. Okay, so for rolling contact, there are two main groups. So two types on the rolling contact. Okay, we will focus ball bearing and roller bearing. So there are a lot of the bearing. So we focus these two as a basics. Okay, so ball bearing is a rolling elements consists of the ball. So normally what we observe majority is ball bearing. Another one, roller bearing, consists of cylindrical roller. It's a cylindrical shape. Okay, so this one is the cross section for the bearing. Okay, cross section outlook. So this one is the ball. This one you put a shaft. So we put a name. This one is a ball. From here to here is the outer diameter. Okay, for the bearing. So the rotational of the shaft will be smooth. Okay, they have their own code lah. So we will put one, the code 1 is extra light, 2 is light, and so on. Okay, so we will go details on the numbering for the ball bearing. So this one we call inner rest, the blue one. This one, the green one, is the outer rest. Okay, cross section on the bearing. The basic bearing numbering system. So, okay, so for the numbering system, if you get the number 00, that is 10 mm diameter for the size bearing ball. Okay, in mm, okay, is the diameter. 01 is indication 12 mm, and so on, 02 and 03. How about others? After 03, if 04 and onward, the number times 5 is equal to the diameter. So 04 times 5 is become 20 mm. 10 times 5 is 50. 24 times 5 become 120 mm diameter. Okay. So this is the types of the bearing 6203ZZ. Okay. So what is the meaning of the first number? 6 is type code. Is a second is a series. The last two number is the ball. Okay, is the ball. So the ball is what we introduction just now. Okay, is about the diameter. Okay, so what is the type code and series? So this one is the meaning, the code number. So they got different types. List of different types is it represented by the number. The series is this one. So just now the series represent 0 extra light, 1 is extra light, and so on. Number 4 is heavy. This one represents series. Okay, this one, the lettering, this one is the different meanings for the lettering. Okay, so you just understand the meanings lah. So what is this one? There will be a lot of information. Okay, so let's go another one. Okay, so this one is the installation of the shaft. Okay, the shaft we put here, this is the installation for the bearing. So this is the diameter. Okay, ball diameter inside, this is the outside. Okay, so the dimension. So DS, shaft shoulder, which should be more than the ball. Okay, more than the ball a little bit. So stop at here. DH, housing shoulder should be less than the outer diameter, less than a little bit. Okay, so you got a gap, a small gap. Okay, Okay, another one. So we go to calculation. Before we go to calculation, we introduction about these meanings of bearing life first. Okay, see the definition is a length of the time, okay, or number of revolution you can using up. Okay, so for the particular of the size of the bearing is with this one. So life, so all the part that they invented, they got life. After you, sometimes they will fail. So the life also depends on a lot of factors. Maybe you apply the load, speed, lubricants, fitting, and so on, and make it the life, okay, will be shorter. Okay, and a lot of environmental factors. Okay, if they put L10, basic life, that means 10% of the life used up already, based on the standard. Okay, so that is 90% sufficiently large group appearance identical expect to reach to exit. Okay, you still got 90% of your life like that. Okay, unit of measurement, number of revolutions or others. Okay, number of revolution as a measurement. Okay, now if you are using up 50% of your life, we go to median or average life L50. Okay, and so this one is the example of the bearing that is house. Okay, there's something, okay, crack or anything that is all going to spoil indication. Okay, this is the surface on the bearing. Okay, another one is the basic load rating. They give the symbol C10. Okay, load is a load, right? Okay, so it's a radical angular contact ball bearing calculated as a constant radical load. So this one, with the theoretical calculation, with this one, 1 million revolution in the inner ring. Okay, so this one is the meaning of C10. Another one is C0. C0 is a static load rating C0, which is the maximum load of the static ball bearing can bear without adverse effect. Okay, this one is another one, static load rating. Okay, how to calculate this one, we will go through afterwards. So C90, 90 million revolution. Okay, this is the meaning on the bearing load rating. So we will use this one, apply in our calculation. So their formula is like that. They will put F times the L power of 1 over alpha equal to a constant. And this one always apply 0.9 reliability, or they set 90% reliability. Okay, one is life rating, another one is load rating. Okay, so this one, 1 over alpha, the alpha is a constant. If you are applying in the ball bearing, alpha equal to 3, roller bearing is 10 over 3. Okay, roller bearing is 10 over 3. Okay, so this is the meaning. Okay, so they will constant, right? So they will put in, this is one side, this one is another side. Okay, I further modify this one to become like this. This side, I put the C10 rating. L10 is a basic life L10 rating with the 0.9 reliability. Okay, this one is always is the standard calculation. Okay, so equal to F, this one, F2, L2 modified as FD and LD. This one, F1, L1 modified as C10 and L10. Okay, it's a equal. Okay. Okay, so this one you can put the idea, the meanings C10, L10 is from the catalog. That means it's already done from the experiment. They put in one very thick catalog. This one, C10 and L10 is already pre-record. FD and LD is a desirable. That means the input is from the real case, is the external case. Okay, Okay, this one a bit, the symbol will be using the same, but it's different meanings. This L10 can be substitution as LR/NR60. This LD can be substitution as LD equal to this one. This LD is not same with this one. This one is substitution as inside. So this one is another one, LD, but they use the same symbol. Okay, so both substitute inside L10 and LD. So the formula is become like this. Okay, they put a remarks. LD is now is the hours. Okay, it's the hours. The unit is in the hours. Normally the calculation on this one, they request to find out what is the value of C10 normally. Okay, so you understand first. Later we go exercise. We will observe how to apply for this formula. How to apply. Okay, so that means from the beginning on understand on this one. So from here, modified to become C10L10, FDLD, then to become like this. Okay, can accept. Okay, so we go to life versus reliability. So you see, when you buy a new bearing, you got 100%. You start to drop. You drop 10% is L10. You start to go to median is go to here. Afterward, your life is reduced. Your life. Percentage of bearing in operation. From 100%, you will drop. Reliability, percentage of surviving bearing. Okay, so L10 is life at 10% failure. So meaning is 90% reliability. Okay, this is the meaning. Okay, so the details will be like this. So L10 is the life. It's the life that we calculated for that particular bearing. Okay, okay, this one is the same thing lah. So they modified the formula, is become like this. Okay, so it's drop. So this one I get from the internet. So okay, is the meaning. So this is not A lah, it's an alpha. Alpha equal to 3 for ball bearing, 10/3 for roller bearing. Okay. So is one side is the catalog, is from the record, another side is the desirable. Okay, so it's a constant. So we will set the C10 always is a basic load rating and can be equivalent to 1 million revolution. Can be equivalent to this one. So 1 million revolution is 10 power of 6, using up for 10 power of 6. Okay, so F is a red load of the bearing. L is a life. Okay, for 90% revolution. Alpha, and this is alpha, the value constant. Ball bearing and roller bearing. Okay, so if we arrange it, the formula, there can be like this one. Okay, so it's an actual load. Okay, load rating and catalog. One side is catalog. Okay, catalog, that means they already tested. They got tested a lot of the experiment and pre-record in the catalog with the load rating and the R. And that one, another side is the actual one from your own one. Okay, the actual load. Okay, later on we will go through the exercise, you will more understand. Okay, and the reliability we always is a fixed 90%. So for all calculation, we always use L10. Okay, then power of 6 revolution for L10. This one is the from the testing. So for our calculation, also we accept that. Okay, and so this one is a modified for the formula. Okay, we will go example.